Here we're going to talk about scatterplots and correlation coefficients. So first off, scatterplots show relationships between two variables that you're comparing. You're trying to see if there is a relationship. So in this case, we're trying to see if there's a relationship between time and the number of travelers traveling internationally. So you plot the points, the data points, and then you see if there is a line of best fit that generally goes through those lines. So that line can be positive if it's going up, or it can be negative if it's going down. So you read these lines from left to right like you read a sentence. If the dots don't seem to have a positive or a negative line going through it, you say there's no correlation between them. So it could have a linear relationship, or if it's curved, you would say a nonlinear relationship between those two variables you're comparing. So the correlation coefficient says how strong that relationship is and whether it is positive or negative. So there are two components of the correlation coefficient. Negative does not mean weak, positive does not mean strong. It's either positive or negative, and it's either strong or weak. So here you notice if it is 0, that means there is no correlation, 0. So the closer it is to 0, the weaker it is. The closer it is to 1 or -1 as it moves to the left and the right away from 0, the stronger it gets. So here we see some examples. If we look here, this is all the points are very close to the line, so it's strong. Close to the line, it's strong. The further away it gets from the line, the weaker it gets. And notice the correlation coefficient gets closer to 0. And the same for negative. Close to the line, it's strong. The further away the points get from the line, the weaker the correlation is, the closer it is to 0. So here, when we look at it, we want to think, is this positive or negative? It's negative. And then, is it strong or weak? It's strong. Remember, the closer it is to 0, the stronger it is. The fact that it is negative means that it goes from 0 to -1. This is weak and this is strong. So negative 0.876 is about here. It's stronger. How about this one? Positive or negative? Negative. Strong or weak? Strong. Remember, negative correlation goes from 0 to -1. This is weak. This is strong. This is about here. So it would be weaker. How about this one? Positive or negative? Positive. Weak or strong? This is weak. So since it is positive, it's going to go from 0 to +1. This is weak at 0. Further away it gets, stronger. This is about here. So if you think about what this looks like as far as a scatter plot, it's positive. So our line of best fit is going up. But weak means that the points are further away from that line. They're more spread out. Stronger means that they would be very close to the line. So like this one, positive or negative? It's going up from left to right, so that means positive. Strong or weak? Strong, because the points are fairly close to that line. And one more, positive or negative? This is going down from left to right, so it would be negative. Strong or weak? This would be weak because the points are scattered further away from the line of best fit.